Hi everybody, welcome to the Mindful Hairdresser. I'm Ian Davis Emrys, and today I'm going to show you the difference between a butterfly haircut, the shag and the wolf cut. So what are the differences? Not a lot, that's the truth. So I'm going to use one section in pattern to cut all three haircuts, and I'll show you how the variation change from haircut to haircut. I'll start with the longest, the butterfly haircut. I'm going to go into the shag, and then I'm going to go into the wolf cut and do it quite short. The easiest way is when you've pulled this hair forward from here, from the crown all the way forward and vertical, this section on the crown becomes your guide to the back. So it's imperative that this section across the top is not too far forward, otherwise this becomes too short. So make sure it's below the crown. So the longer you want it, the deeper it becomes. The longer you want your butterfly haircut, then this section should be further down the head, behind the ears, to allow for this section on the top to be longer, heavier layers at the back. So if this was my butterfly haircut, this is what I would do. It's a vertical section, straight down the middle of the back. Now I have to use my imagination, which as a hairdresser, that's easy, right? And this would be the way I would do it, is I'd lift up, and then I would look for this part here to connect to here, and I just take that off. And I would follow that around each section. Pull to the center, straight up. Because what we'll end up with the butterfly haircut is the weight comes into the back corner just behind the ear on both sides and heavy at the back. So we're pulling into the center, up, straight up. Do you remember the fingers on the front were square and straight down? Now they're square across the top and more horizontal, from vertical to horizontal. That's simple as that, okay? I think I've said simple about 40 times now, right? Don't mistake simple for easy. Again, I'm going to start running out of hair, and if you start running out of hair, that's cool. Look, I'm getting less hair. Connect this in, speed. There's about 3 hairs there. Take my time, get them in there. And if this was my butterfly haircut, I'd pretty much be done now. I'd be finished, that would be the result I want. There we go, I'm running out of hair. Same on this side. And I'd have that long, fluid, languid looking haircut. So now I've got this length here, a couple of layers in the back to be weight, but it would be long and flowing and out here, and this would all blend and be soft. But we haven't got that. So I'm going to show you the next part, which is the shag. Again, all of my front is done, and I've got the wolf cut kind of front. Now I'm going to show you what the shag would do. Guess what? It's pretty much exactly the same. So this time with the shag, I'd lift up. And with the shag, the weight, the length is at the top, so it's like this. Okay, it's not square. It's going to be more to the length is at the crown. So with the shag, I would get my guide from this area. And that's obviously a wolf cut, so it's too short. So I know it'd probably be about here, longer. So now I would again be perpendicular to the head, or 90 degrees to the head, and then I would cut my layer. And this is for a shag haircut. Out, straight out from the head. And as I get to the occipital area, where the head's around us, I'm just going to over direct and lift upwards. Just to maintain the weight in this baseline area. So again, follow it around. Straight up from the head. and if the hair on top was still there, and I picked that up, and you could view it as a 3D image, it would be this shape all the way around, like a little peak above the crown. And that creates more weight at the back. And I'm going to take really giant sections so I can whiz through it, but you can understand the idea, okay? Big sections. I wouldn't do this to the client. She's not going to complain. I don't think anyway. No, she's not complaining. Take this up. So whereas my butterfly haircut, I was vertical, horizontal, I've pretty much come head shape, 90 degrees to head, all the way around for this shag haircut. And now I'm going to go to the wolf cut. The wolf cut's a little bit more of a direction, and I want to get that more playful feel to it. So now I'm going to use the top of the crown to give me my guide. And again, I'll be pivoting out to create more shape. So with my wolf cut, I can see my guide. There's my guide here. Look, this shorter piece, that's going to be my guide. Lift up. I'm over directing out this way a bit more. And I'm having the head in two parts basically. So above the occipital and below the occipital. So if I focus above the occipital first, I pivot out. The same way as I did in the front. Cutting on the section. Taking those pie sections or those orange segments. Let's turn you around so you can see. And I'm working above the occipital area, on the section, not over directing towards the center, on the section I'm on. Pivot. And you can see the weight and the shape I'm already creating here. So if you've stuck with this video till now, then congratulations. You should have some new information. With a bit of luck, if I've done my job properly. And you may have some questions. Like I said, put them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, join the channel, join the chat, be part of the community. Again, these sections are outwards, pivoting from the center, cut on my guide, all the way around. And this is going into the wolf cut. Get those sides in. Still staying above the occipital area. Stay above my section. The hair's starting to dry out on me, so it's becoming a bit more difficult to manage. I'll dump it down in a second. Up. And now you can see the shape of my wolf cut coming along. And then once I've done that, below the occipital area, I'm going to connect in and basically cut square outwards. So let me turn on this way, it'll be easy to see and easier for me to do. So I've got my round shape there. Continue this out and then cut straight down from the head. I want it to fit into the back. Maintain a bit of length, but not too much. So again, I'm still within the section pattern. And the great thing about videos, you can rewind and see what I've gone and see what I've done. I like being in a real-time class where you're like, what? What did this guy say? But if there's nothing very clear for you, you're uncertain, and I haven't made it clear, then please ask the questions. And I do try to reply as quickly as I possibly can. Bear with me if it takes a day or two. I'm still a busy salon stylist. I still work for some major brands, doing education. So I might be out of the country or I might be somewhere else. I'm not always online, but I try to catch my comments on a daily basis and try to not leave it more than a day or two before I reply. So here we go, finishing this haircut off, straight out. You can't get simpler than this, I promise you. And ordinarily, I would work from the other side, but because I'm filming this for you, I'm working wrong, so my body's all twisted. So normally I'd come in this way, but I'd probably block you from seeing what I'm doing. So I'm trying to accommodate the video recording so that you can see more clearly what I'm up to. So there you can see, we finally end up with like a wolf cut. And I'm just going to dry this off, finish it, you can see it all dried, and I'll just recap in just a minute, so bear with me. So here's my finished wolf cut. As you can see, I started with the butterfly haircut, and I went to the shag, and now I've got the final wolf cut. Remember, the section pattern remains the same. Triangle section at the front for your fringe or bangs. Then you take a center part and a parting across the back to take the head front and back sections. Split this one into two. And then this back section remains as one. I love this little haircut, and like I said, it's simple to learn the sectioning pattern. If you learn that sectioning pattern, one section pattern, 3 haircuts. Butterfly haircut, shag, and the wolf cut. All from one section pattern. So, if you liked it, just press like, subscribe to the channel, come along to see more of the haircuts I like to do. If you want to see something else, then please comment. Or if you want to know more about it, then please comment me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again for joining me at The Mindful Hairdresser. Until the next time, I'll see you. Take care.